this is Duncan reporting for MG Stories on, well, it's actually day 4, it's all over. But I'm going to give you the report on day 3, and what a day it was. I'm going to describe it first as the most intense racing that I've done in my short racing career so far. And it was 2 races, race 3 and race 4. I started off in 6th place, so pretty happy. Moved from 23rd qualifying to 13th in the race, and moved from 13th to 6th, and was in 6th place for race 3, and had a fantastic race. I'm going to be publishing videos of highlights of the racing itself. I've yet to download the video footage from the racing, but with a bit of luck, I've caught on the 360 camera, I've caught some good stuff. Both racing, which is great, where I'm doing the overtaking, and some racing that's not so great, where I'm being taken down by people like Graham Banks, my new adversary. Just kidding, Graham. He's my new buddy. Love him already. Anyway, so I'll come back to Graham in a minute. So this is the, so we're back in the garage, and race 3 was fantastic. I did manage to nip Graham and get in front of him on race 3, and ended up in 3rd place at the end of that race. I also bested my lap time as well. So I'm legitimately in the VARAC VH4 now, having put the sticker on a year before in anticipation of getting there. It took me a year longer. So I'm finally there. So I'm very happy about that. It was a 1:48.6. So I bested my best previous lap time by around 1.4, 1.5 seconds. And it was thanks to the intense racing of racing against Graham and another chap called Larry Smith. And the video footage will be great, but I'd like to extend thanks to Joe, who was on track and provided some blocking of Graham while I went round the other side with Larry and took him on the inside. And then there's another old-time MGB GT racer, white racer, forgotten the chap's name, lovely pair of handlebars going down for his mustache, and he provided blocking for the other chap by the name of Larry, who in a midget, I think he was a bit weaving. I'm not going to pass judgment on it, but he was, I think he was doing a little flavour of blocking me maybe. But I'm going to let others be the decider of that, because I'm still relatively new. They could just say it's in the spirit of racing, so I'm not going to be the guy that starts complaining, because I don't do that. Anyway, that was end of race 3. I finished in 3rd at the end of race 3. So that took me to near the front of the grid on race 4, only to find out that one of the, I think it was the first place guy, didn't show up for the last race. He either had a broken car or decided he was going home or something like that. So it was Dave Good, very fine chap, good MGB racer. Dave, thumbs up. He was on pole, and I was promoted to 2nd, which means I was in the front row of the grid for the first time, which meant that I really had to pay attention to the pit marshal that tells you what side of the track you're going to be starting on, because, I mean, first place is going to be behind the pace car, and then I'm the one that kind of sets the alternates behind that as you go back, because you're meant to be doing a zigzag back. Except I didn't pay any attention at all, and I kind of had to work it out that Dave would be on the inside, therefore I should be on the outside, so I should be on his left. But I'm glad I worked it out in the end. Anyway, on to the racing. The racing was intense. Dave is a much more experienced racer, and he basically just, well, I was in 1st place for the first 100 meters after the green flag, because I did get a good getaway, but Mr. Good showed me who's boss and put me back into 2nd, so I was in 2nd, being intensely chased by Mr. Banks in the yellow MGB, and it was very, very, very intense. He was really pushing my bum, and with a couple of laps to go, he pushed my bum a bit hard, if you'll excuse the pun. So you'll see we picked up a battle scar here, where Graham was decided that there was room going into corner 5, the hairpin at the bottom, or 5A, Graham decided there was room, and I decided there wasn't. So we've both got a little difference of opinion. We hugged it out afterwards, and I do think he's an absolutely super dude, so it's in the spirit of racing. But we are going to have maybe a gin and tonic and a discussion over who was at fault at some point. And I'm looking forward to that, Graham. But yes, he came up my inside, and he gave the wee beastie a bit of a bash here. But once again, in the spirit of MG racing and this flipping fine automobile, it kept on trucking. And Graham, I think, might have felt a bit guilty, so he backed off a little bit. Eventually I took second place in the class with Graham in third. So there'll be photos there with us on the podium and that kind of thing. But apart from this, we're all safely home. The bus is parked up, the trailer's parked up, and as you can see, the car's in here. If anyone's got any buffing equipment, could I borrow it for a little while? It might take a little bit of buffing to get this one out, so we'll see. Anyway, as I said at the start, this was the most intense, exciting racing I've done because of the closeness of the racing and the intensity of the pressure and things like that. In a previous race, Jason de Cesar in an MGA was doing a similar thing, and we were mixing it up pretty heavily, and God, it was exciting. So I was coming off the car sweating. But the biggest thing that I took from the weekend was that this car performed. With the work that I had to do post Tremblant, I was always a bit worried that, is my work good enough? Am I going to get the car back to being great? But the answer to that is yes, I can do it. And getting the car on track, improving the times, beating my personal best was fantastic. And I cannot wait for the next event at the end, towards the end of July, towards the end of July, back at Tremblant for the Summer Classic. And got a decision to make whether I go big and start to replace panels and get them painted along with the bonnet that I'm doing, or pop it out and make do for the rest of the season. I might try and pop it out and see what it looks like, but I do think I might be doing something more serious, but here we go. So, yeah, very proud of my work. Blow my own trumpet for a minute. Very proud of the car. So proud of the car. I hope I'm doing. I hope I'm doing Mr. Eagleson proud, and the fellow before that. So yeah, that's it. So that's it for now. That's the end of the VARAC Vintage Grand Prix. My congrats to everyone that was involved in the organising. My congrats to all of the volunteers that were involved, and flaggers and safety staff, and even down the cleanup crews and things like that. It takes a village, and VARAC and Canadian Tire Motorsport Park do an amazing job of putting that event on. Completely blown away. I was pleased to be a small part of it, doing some things, but man, there's a lot of hard work done into that. Colin, you were an absolute rock star, and Ted, you are a guru god in terms of putting the races together, and I'm honoured to know you both. So that's it. This is Duncan signing off. Until the next time, I'll keep you posted on what's going on here. But for now, back to the studio.